Imagine the familiar, comforting ritual of your morning toast. The aroma of a fresh loaf, the satisfying crunch, the feeling of a simple, wholesome start to your day. It's a habit we all share, a staple in millions of households around the world. But what if I told you that this very habit, this seemingly innocent slice of bread, is silently, relentlessly, and dangerously jeopardizing your heart? This isn't a new fad or a fleeting trend. It's an urgent warning that Japanese doctors are trying to get across to the rest of the world. Think about the global landscape of health. In many Western nations, heart disease is a leading cause of death. We're in the midst of a silent epidemic of hypertension, atherosclerosis, and heart failure. Yet, if you look at a country like Japan, the story is completely different. Despite a modern lifestyle, their rates of cardiovascular disease are among the lowest in the world. This isn't just about a different genetic makeup. It's about a fundamentally different approach to food and health. The remarkable truth is that the Japanese don't just eat different foods. They have a distinct philosophy about how to eat even the most common ones. And their insights into something as simple as bread could be the key to saving your heart. To understand the solution, you first have to understand the problem. The danger isn't the bread itself, but the type of bread and the physiological reaction it triggers. When you eat a slice of refined white bread, you're consuming pure, concentrated starch. Your body, in its efficiency, rapidly breaks the starch down into simple sugars, glucose. This process is so quick and so efficient that it causes an immediate and dramatic spike in your blood sugar. Imagine a calm river that suddenly turns into a raging torrent. That's what's happening inside your body. This sudden surge of glucose is the first domino to fall in a chain reaction of damage. Your body's arteries, your intricate network of life-giving highways, are lined with a delicate layer of cells called the endothelium. A blood sugar spike is like a shock wave, creating micro-injuries and triggering a state of chronic inflammation. Think of your arteries as smooth, pristine pipes. Every time you have a blood sugar spike, it's like a fine layer of sand is being scraped against the inside of those pipes, causing small abrasions. This is where the real trouble begins. Your body sends out an SOS signal, and that signal attracts LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol. In a healthy system, LDL cholesterol is a necessary component. But in an inflammatory environment, it becomes sticky and is drawn to the damaged areas of the artery wall. It begins to accumulate, layer by layer, forming a sticky, insidious substance known as arterial plaque. This plaque hardens over time, narrowing the pipes and restricting the vital flow of blood to your heart. This is the direct, biochemical pathway to atherosclerosis, the hardening of the arteries, which leads to heart attacks and strokes. This entire catastrophic process is fueled, day after day, by the simple habit of eating refined carbohydrates. Now, consider the alternative, whole grain bread. The crucial difference lies in its fiber content. Fiber acts as a natural brake. It significantly slows down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, preventing that damaging blood sugar spike. Instead of a raging torrent, the glucose is released slowly and steadily, like a gentle stream. This keeps your blood sugar stable, minimizes the inflammatory response, and protects the delicate lining of your arteries. The type of bread is only half the story. Japanese doctors also point out that we habitually make three critical mistakes in how we prepare and eat our bread, turning a potentially neutral food into a cardiovascular time bomb. Mistake number 1. Pairing with bad fats. The most common pairing with toast is butter, or even worse, margarine. Margarine, a seemingly innocent butter substitute, is often created through a process called hydrogenation. This process takes liquid vegetable oils and solidifies them, creating trans fats. Trans fats are the single most dangerous type of fat for your heart. They're a perfect storm of bad news. They not only drastically raise your bad cholesterol, LDL, but they simultaneously lower your good cholesterol, HDL, which is responsible for cleaning up the arteries. This is a one-two punch that accelerates plaque formation and sets the stage for heart disease. Mistake number 2, relying on processed meats and high-sodium toppings. Another classic combination is a sandwich with processed deli meats, ham, bacon, or salami. These are packed with sodium and chemical preservatives. Excess sodium is a silent killer for your heart. It forces your body to retain water, which increases your blood volume and puts immense pressure on your arterial walls. Over time, this constant pressure leads to hypertension, or high blood pressure, one of the leading risk factors for heart disease. The nitrates and other preservatives in processed meats also contribute to cellular damage and inflammation, adding another layer of risk to an already dangerous pairing. Mistake number 3, adding sugar to the equation. When we top our toast with jam, jelly, or sugary syrups, we're essentially doubling down on the danger. White bread is already a refined carbohydrate that turns into sugar. When you add a topping that is also pure sugar, you're creating a sugar explosion in your bloodstream. This overwhelms your pancreas, which works overtime to produce insulin, and over the long term can lead to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. This creates a vicious cycle. The sugar and refined carbs make you feel hungry soon after, leading you to reach for another quick-fix food and perpetuating the cycle of blood sugar spikes and crashes. The Japanese approach isn't about restriction. It's about intelligent substitution and mindful combination. They don't ban bread, they transform it. Here are the golden rules, straight from the Japanese health philosophy, that you can start applying today. Rule 1. Small changes, big impact. The first and most important step is to switch from white bread to a healthier alternative. Opt for 100% whole grain bread, sourdough bread, or rye bread. Sourdough, in particular, has a lower glycemic index due to the fermentation process, which makes it even gentler on your blood sugar. This simple swap is the foundational change that will immediately reduce your risk. Rule 2. Balance is key. Instead of pairing bread with inflammatory, artery-clogging ingredients, the Japanese focus on creating a balanced macro meal with every single bite. The key is to add protein, healthy fats, and fiber to your bread. This three-part combination dramatically changes the way your body processes carbohydrates. Pair with good protein. Protein slows down digestion, keeps you full longer, and prevents blood sugar spikes. Instead of processed meat, top your toast with a boiled or poached egg, a slice of avocado with everything bagel seasoning, or even some grilled chicken or salmon. Pair with good fats. Healthy fats like those found in avocado or a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil are anti-inflammatory. They help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins and provide stable, long-lasting energy without the crash. Consider making a spread with mashed avocado, a sprinkle of nuts, or a dollop of hummus. Pair with greens and fiber. Vegetables and greens are packed with vitamins, minerals, and, most importantly, fiber. Topping your sandwich with spinach, sliced tomatoes, or cucumbers turns it from a simple carbohydrate source into a nutrient-dense, heart-healthy meal. Rule 3. The power of umami. One of the cornerstones of Japanese cuisine is the concept of umami, the fifth basic taste that provides a deep, savory richness. By incorporating umami-rich foods, you can create delicious flavor without relying on excess salt or sugar. Instead of a salty ham and cheese sandwich, consider a slice of whole grain toast topped with sautéed mushrooms and a sprinkle of low-sodium soy sauce. The natural umami from the mushrooms satisfies your palate while providing powerful nutrients. Here is a simple, actionable plan to help you apply these principles and transform your bread-eating habits in just 1 week. Day 1 to 2. Start with the simplest swap. Go to the store and buy a loaf of 100% whole grain bread. For breakfast, replace your usual butter or margarine with a thin layer of sugar-free peanut butter or a few slices of avocado. This small change will immediately reduce your trans fat intake and add healthy fats. Day 3 to 4. Introduce protein. This is a game changer. For lunch, make a sandwich with grilled chicken breast, a hard-boiled egg, or even smoked salmon on your whole grain bread. Day 5-6. Add greens and a full meal. For a weekend brunch, try making avocado toast topped with a fried egg and a handful of fresh spinach or arugula. This is a perfectly balanced meal that tastes incredible and is amazing for your heart. Day 7 and beyond. You've built a new foundation. Continue to experiment with new pairings and recipes. The key is consistency. Make these changes a permanent part of your routine. The Japanese have taught us a powerful lesson. Heart health isn't about extreme diets or complex supplements. It's about making small, intelligent changes to our daily habits. It's about understanding that no food is inherently bad, but our ingrained habits can make them so. By simply changing the type of bread we eat, and, more importantly, what we eat it with, we can reverse decades of damage and actively protect our hearts. Your heart is a muscle that works tirelessly for you every single second. It deserves to be fueled with the best ingredients and protected by the smartest habits. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. The time to act is now. Start today and give your heart the gift of a healthier, longer life.